the way I work is combining a solution-focused cognitive behavioral approach, because organizations and businesses need to have a strategy and a plan of where they're going. They have to have a future focus. The risk in most organizations and with most leaders is they get caught up with the doing, the striving for the outcome, and they lose the current reality. They lose their emotional experience of where they are now, and where their journey is taking them. And I have a saying that I use that came from a Christian community in the US. Work as though you live 100 years, live as if you'll die tomorrow. Oh. So you have that wonderful combination of having, you've got years and years and years ahead of you, and whatever you're doing, you're thinking about the future, which is what organizations, I've run the Gestalt Center in London, I run the Academy of Executive Coaching, and we set plans for the future. But the other challenge is, how do we then live in the moment as if there is no tomorrow? And that sort of wonderful contradiction, as it seems, of moving forward but still being present. So that's the real challenge. And my book attempts to put the Gestalt perspective of living as if you'll die tomorrow in that context of having to be aware of a future and a context and a world around us.
Yeah, so the focus is on the individual who is the leader and who just is able to stay in the here and now, and then the change occurs, and that's it. So easy to speak about it and so difficult to live with it, right?
Yes, but not just leaders, teams. So I work now a lot, and I've written now a book on systemic team coaching, because when I work with teams, it's the same. I get them to experience where they are now. How do they accept each other in the moment? How do they accept themselves where they are? In fact, it becomes even more profound, because you've got 6, 8, 10 people all rushing forward, trying to do so many things that they lose the connection. So the other wonderful part about Gestalt, working with teams, is about how to help people to connect in the moment when they're in the room. And that's very, very powerful, because the individuals need to connect, to work together, to connect and withdraw, because of course they're only in meeting together for a short time. They have to withdraw and then reconnect again. So all of those elements are very important. And the concept of the fertile void is quite alien, of course, in organizations. So I usually introduce it in some form, very, very lightly, and usually talk about emergent processes, and not rushing ahead, and being present with where we are, and enjoying and valuing the richness.